After that brief intermission, we're about ready to get started with this next match of our night. A blockbuster, no doubt, because it is Nfinite versus Illuminaughty. Nfinite, of course, as mentioned earlier on, the #1 seed for a awful lot of the preseason, formerly known as Synapse. But now hoping to be infinitely more dominant as the preseason ends and Season 1 begins. But talk about preseason dominance, well, look at here. We have Illuminaughty making their season debut. And Illuminaughty, of course, the champions for North America back in the preseason. With a fantastic performance on that final night to come back after being mercied, in fact, by Team Joker in one of the rounds to come back and win it. So, with that said, we are off and underway, or about to be. If I can get this thing on the correct screen. My apologies for that. You didn't miss anything, don't worry. Although it seems like my camera is having my Xbox controller suddenly not working, so you'll have to deal with the sideline cams for a moment. Quit brown me, Dash. I swear the only time you comment is to say something went wrong, Pally. Off it goes, YouTube! A nice shot by him. 3 points. Why don't you hop in the caster's desk with me? I got an empty spot if you want to hop in, Dash. You know where to find me. But anyway. That's a nice 3 there from YouTube to start it off. And there we go. Okay, controller's back working again. Sorry about that. But here goes Speedy from Illuminaughty. And QL. It's going to be taken by Zach W, but Speedy V missing it. Ender on the other side. Ender the lead scorer for Illuminaughty for much of the preseason. Putting on some shows, certainly multiple 30-point games. He had a 41-point game at one point, although that VOD was kind of lost to the masses. So it'll forever be known as the lost episode of VRML, but that's okay because Zach is going to take this one away. But I'm sure that Illuminaughty was happy with the championship win, and that'll ease the pains of missing one VOD. So off to the other end, Illuminaughty having this one sail into their side. There are 2 players for Nfinite trying to contest. Nice short-range boost, but the faster one from Zach getting that taken. Double stuns. Palace just as well. A lot of brawls early on here as the teams, all kinds of inverted, sail off to try and recover this disc. And 2 in the goal here for Nfinite as that pass actually sails way through back to mid. So it goes here towards YouTube. The clear going towards the other side. And back into the tunnel, actually, as it ricochets back. But taken here. Nice pass to Andy W. And Andy going to throw that over to the... Ooh, actually has a chance. And actually a good slap! All right, from Zach. Both between him and Andy. Both of those guys just, they really know how to get those slap shots, those bounce shots, those no-look shots. Andy had one of those no-look flings just the other day in their debut on Tuesday versus Joker. That was pretty ridiculous. But that one coming from Zach on the slap. But here is a good rollout. Ender receives it over on the front line. And will be approached on by... Oh, Suburban actually gets it in there. So assisted by Ender. Good job avoiding the defense there. But Suburban kind of had the opportunity to get pretty close in there before the defense managed to pressure him. So just about as good of a shot as you could want for Illuminaughty coming there right in front of the goal. So YouTube rolls out here for Nfinite. Andy taking it on the other end. A good zipper line of rollouts. There's Zach roaming around, but Q putting his hands in the right place, playing that bottom angle expertly. As that shot goes very close to the goal. Taken by Burbs, backed out. No one there, unfortunately, for Illuminaughty, so that will be a missed opportunity that could result in a 2 for Nfinite. Now, Palace missed that first one, but right there, just a bold shot. Ender's able to grab that with some ease. But just the same, YouTube getting it right back. So over top, it's Andy looking to drop the shot, cannot. And QL Young, another clear. And looking for boost first will be the the Infinite players. Going to be a tough habit to break, let me tell you, calling them Infinite. But trying here as they go down low. A good pass, going high, and there, in the sky is Speedy V. So brings it to within a single point here. Almost halfway through the first round. All right, YouTube rolls out here for Infinite, but Illuminaughty right back. Speedy looking to ender, but YouTube very well played on the lane. This time, QL Young comes away with it. YouTube having some issues over here, but gets reorganized, it seems. Ender receives it up top. He has a 1-on-2 and now developing into a 2-on-3. They're trying to find a slice. What a pass that was. Perfectly soft and now backing it out. But wow, the touch on that pass from Ender just barely getting it through a cluster up of defenders. Speedy's going in there from the backboard pass. QL Young. Normally he likes shooting it off there. That time he'll just anchor to make the shot. Great teamwork from Illuminaughty to take the lead.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So over again on the offense. Down by 1 now is Infinite. About 4:07 left in this match, or this first round of this match. Been some back and forth action. First couple scores going towards Infinite's side, but Illuminaughty just keeping composed as we know they do. And right there, the composure to make the shot. There's the closure. Illuminaughty trying to find their way towards victory here as we approach now the final 3:40 of round 1.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Wonderfully done from Illuminaughty. But Infinite, a stalwart of an offensive team, they know how to come back at any time they want to, if they can just put together a few of these passing plays that we know they're capable of. Right now, trying to work their way still into the other side, stuck behind the midline. And there it goes, finally. So Andy looking well across, but interfered by the Geo. And into the corner pocket where Palace will find a bounce back out. So good comms there from Infinite, recognizing they had someone on the other side of that tunnel. Now these passes right now, just not really finding any players, partly due to maybe some misplays on the pass themselves, but a lot of it is just the defense too. I mean, you can see Illuminaughty is not afraid to play outside of that bubble. In fact, they're not afraid to play deep in the midline, as you can, well, hell, I mean, it's translated into what looks like another turnover and another possession, perhaps. They can get this stat going to the other side. But no, Andy will get that one right back. And again, continues to flip-flop possessions.
Blue catches the enemy pass.
So Suburban holding it up here, just baiting out the defense because at this point they're kind of needing to go out there. Now Ender will, almost make that, but onto the other side. A good punch coming in from a flying QL. Speedy and Andy colliding. And Speedy receiving the worst end of that, but he does get the pass, so he'll gladly take that trade off. Some great short-range passing, good touches, just missing, and Palace diving out on that one. So great once again. The defense strong from Infinite this time as a million brawls ring through the arena. Deep pass coming over, just missing, flying over to Andy. Andy resetting, and Zach over through the tunnel. Finds Ender. QL also in tow. On the other side, taken here and just missed. It could have been a good opportunity. Palace looking for another one up top on the dunk, and that was beautifully done. Palace to Andy.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7,
And just scrolling through real quick, so Dash was saying he had a game up next, and that's right. Dash, new member of Team Joker. Almost forgot. So that game is coming up really soon here, but still towards the end of this first round now. It's a 2-point game. Overtaken by Palace. This could be huge if they can build some momentum, but piled on, collapsed by the defense. Illuminaughty playing it well, but still retaining somehow is Zach. Zach does have Andy on the cross, but Suburban Legend with a legendary dive to ensure that pass didn't go through. 30 seconds left. The stack not quite there. Now, Nfinite was first, but just the overshoot was damaging, so with 21 seconds left, if QL can just hold control of this as he gets it off the wall. Palace trying to make that change, going for the punch. And now taken here by Speedy. So Speedy just needs to find one more pass, and now this should be good. Palace going for a deep one, but not quite enough juice on that, so it'll end the round 9-7 favoring Illuminaughty. What a round that was. Back and forth, and Synapse really had a good chance to come back. Unfortunately, we're not quite able. And yeah, chat pointing out there the highlights extension for, the score extension from Sealable Bag on the Twitch window. So you can get a look at that real quick. Apologies for not bringing up the stats myself. Just trying to take care of a little something on my end real quick, but that's why Sealable's extension is so nice. You can give us a look at those stats even if I can't. But yeah, for those who were here for that last match too, Sir Dimmy was joining me on the stream on commentary. He went to VRML 2 to go cast and stream Milk versus Wireless Jacks, and after that, hopefully he'll be joining me back for the next game.
Starting in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'm good to go. Apologies for that. Running this one just solo for the moment, but now not solo because this is a collected team. Illuminaughty looking good and feeling good off of their first round win. So right now the story is Synapse, formerly Synapse, Nfinite trying to get on the win column. Unable to so far. This is their second match of the week. Trying to make something happen here. There's a nice stack, a nice boost, and laying that one in there is Zach with the dunk right before the defense approached. He'll certainly take that one. And a friendly hello also to the Twitch chat once again. 45 people looks like tonight, so been seeing it going between 30 and 50 all night, or 39 and 50 just about, and that was kind of consistent with yesterday. And I was just mentioning earlier in this stream too how awesome that is. You know, it's great having all that interaction, seeing the growth there, and hopefully one day then go for that Twitch partnership even. Start averaging those 60 or 70 that are required. Ooh, not going through. And QL will get that one. But yeah, great to see all the engagement. A lot of new teams too, new faces. And some new faces in new places, but Andy receiving a great pass there, but a better save. QL Young. That's, I think, the second time at least he's just denied someone shooting at the bottom of the goalpost there. So excellent defense from both these teams. There's Speedy with some D of his own, but will not find the goal. A fortunate bounce gets delivered nicely into QL's hands. Could not have asked for a more fortunate one. So 2-2. Duck saying, do it then, get partnered. Well, we got to average, more over the course of the month. Or maybe I'm confusing it with affiliate. I don't know. One of those two things. One required like an average of 5 for a week or a month or something like that. I think the bigger one is like 60 or 70 for a month. So I might not get there immediately, but just the growth from season to season so far. This first week alone has been pretty amazing in terms of the viewership and interaction. Getting lit up in here, as us millennials say. Shh. Anyway, over here to Andy W. He's going to find Palace on this cut. YouTube trying to take an anchor, as well as Andy in the back. Losing the disc off his hands as Zach. Not going to be pleased with that one, but they're at least conscious to get the quick stack, and he'll find the disc right back as a result. Delivers it to YouTube. YouTube going to be in danger thanks to Speedy, and finally finds a clear. So great composure from YouTube. That would have been very easy just to lose composure, but it doesn't, and as a result, they will get a nice backboard shot. That was just fantastic calmness displayed there from Nfinite. And really, that's what bought Nfinite when they were playing in the preseason as Synapse. That's what bought them that #1 seed, was the fact they were so well in control. They had the back passes all the time. The communications were right online. All the players there on Nfinite absolutely know where each other are without even looking. They just know, and that's because of great comms. That's because of great chemistry. You're seeing some of it here, a little bit off on the pass, but now another save. This one, YouTube. So Illuminaughty can't capitalize. But yeah, Illuminaughty also one of those teams, as I was saying about Nfinite, Illuminaughty can do just the same. These are all long-time players. And I know a big part of Illuminati's game, as much as anything, is just facilitating Ender, because he is ridiculous on the offensive end. And they've enabled him in the past to just score almost at will, thanks to the great communication and willingness from Speedy, QL, and Suburban to just let him do his thing sometimes. So YouTube takes it right back here. Gets it to Palace. He's going to go for that top bounce. Turns into a pass instead, and losing it, though. Andy actually collects it, but Burbs, the stun. Right now, another take. Palace looking for that pass, and right back. Oh, weird interactions. Could have been me. I don't know, but we'll see what happens as Zach is going to turn. Inverted, could not convert, though, on the shot. So back to the wall. It'll go. Taken here by Ender. Ender gets stunned. Back into the midline and clear out the way. Wild plays happening right now. One at goal. That's Zach. And a chance here. Never mind, because Zach will get the disc thanks to YouTube's steal. So, quite the flurry right there. Teams trying to collect themselves. I'm trying to collect myself. Looking for the disc, though, off this bounce. And that is, going to be narrowly missed. Speedy, though, softly over to Ender. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Facilitating for their offensive juggernaut in Ender. Getting updates too there from Zuck, says Wireless up by 1 game over on VRL Channel 2, playing in their season debut against Milk. So YouTube gets stunned. Speedy, perhaps a steal, but no. Ping pong of possession changes, goes to Zach. He will line up that shot, that stack, though, looking like they're going to be there first, and they are. But knocked right on loose by Palace and Andy. So over to the other side, back into the midline. Some great redirections coming from Nfinite. Palace finding YouTube there to receive it, and you see what I mean? All those redirected stacks from Nfinite, and then they already knew where to go for the back pass. Now that's a great stun from Burbs, though, to deny the lead for Nfinite. But there you go, another YouTube interception. A tap pass as well from Nfinite. So Andy's looking across, he gets at the Palace, one more! And what a great passing play. Palace could have just as easily attempted to go for that shot, but you know what? He saw his cutting teammate Andy, and they went for the safer one, the more guaranteed one, with the The defense is all eyeing Palace. Very nice. So Speedy on the rollout, his team down by a pair. Andy for Nfinite looking to grow that lead, but assaulted instead by Burbs, and Speedy overtakes. So some good chain passing, but no one to receive the final one. Pressured too hard by that Nfinite defense. Speedy, just the same. He could have had a little run at the goal there one-on-one, but it was a great dive from YouTube, which enabled the punch and the clear. So at the moment, just seems teams are trying to both kind of figure out they're on the same level where they're both having trouble navigating through the defenders on the opposite side, because both these teams, as you can well tell, they're just not afraid to really go heavy-handed in the defense. YouTube, another save that time, not even intentional, I would think. Looked like it was off his head. His hand went downwards. His head just happened to go in the right spot. So hey, they will gladly take that one, and actually even resulting in a fling from Palace for a 4-point lead. Incredibly fortunate turn of events there, based off the defense, and turns it into offense. Milk up 8-2 halfway through round 2, says Zux, not Zux. Thanks for the updates on that one. Again on VRML 2, that match is happening. Casted and cammed by Sir Dimwee. We will be kind of collapsing the streams again on each other once that one is over for the remainder of the night. So after this match, be all up in this channel again. But now with a minute left, Nfinite finding themselves in control. Now that control will be lost. Ender finds a 2. Makes the gap ever more narrow. Only about 42 seconds left. And, well, we'll see if they can come back here. Illuminaughty, it would not be the first time. So 30 seconds, they need to make a play. They don't necessarily need the 3. The goalie interference, you sometimes see teams running where they'll punch the goalie and go for a 3-pointer. If they're feeling bold, they can, but really, if they can get a 2-pointer, they will. But that will be a 2-pointer indeed for Ender, so there is the tie. Absolutely. OT in the works right about now. How about that? So Illuminaughty down by 4 points with about a minute or so left. Less than a minute, in fact, but then just close the gap there with 2 quick goals, courtesy of Ender. I talked about him earlier, how good he is on the offensive end, just attacking the goals and finding the shots at every opportunity. Does it again there. So overtime it is. Now sometimes these end rather quickly, it seems. Anytime we get an OT situation, looks like it could be the case here, and it is! Illuminaughty will win it! 11-8 off of that score from Ender, the man with the plan and the scores all in hand. He has, let's see here, 9 points, and that is the game high. So 11-8 in the second round. That will, in fact, end it. That was a great game there. Unfortunately for Nfinite, just not quite able to complete it and hold on to that lead late in the second round. And for Illuminaughty, just compose. They let their teamwork speak for itself and just come back with some great defense over on Nfinite's side of the floor, causing the turnovers, and it led to those goals that let them force an overtime and then force the win. So very nicely done. Congratulations to Illuminaughty, the defending preseason champions, coming back here and taking care of their business on their debut match. Very good game, though. Now, we will have our next match coming up really soon here. Scheduled to start. In fact, let me pull it up for you.